Thank you for having me here. Appreciate it.
We all know you for your artistry and as being one of the faces all across social media as an influential family vlogger. Now going through a storm. Tell me what has these last few days been like for you and how are you doing?
I'm happy you asked that question, because I've been doing some thinking these past few days, and I've realized that I took my whole family for granted. I've realized that I never I never wanted to be in a situation where I could compromise happiness. I could compromise being a father to my child, my beautiful girls, being a husband to my wife. I've learned how much pain I've put my wife through with this ordeal, and you know, I've learned to be so sorry to the point where if I could just stop time and just rewind it, and just fix things. I wish I could go into the past and just change what had happened so my wife, you know, don't get the chance to live through that pain that I put her through. And, you know, I've also learned how important the family is to me. I've always known that, but when I'm being tested to the point where, my kids, my wife, my in-laws, my friends, close friends, it gives me a feeling of, you know, disappointment, but and also I've learned to, protect my status. I've never looked at it as something that could have caused my family, caused my livelihood. So as a result of that, I think I'm gonna have to just accept what place I have in society and treat it with respect. And that's one of the feelings I've been having these days. It's like something that I wish I could just take it all back. But so I've been feeling. That's that's what my days are like these days.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking and getting into details in regards to what's circulating in the media, what have you been doing in the past few days and what did it teach you about yourself?
Um, that I have to take my status serious. Um, I've learned that I can't just think that I'm, you know, Cushy and Carter because apparently other people see it different. So not only that, I've learned that, I'm like a role model. So many of the viewers and supporters, it's more like I need to be more serious with who I've become and what I'm doing. And I've learned that it is, bigger than what I thought. So it's like a lesson learned. It's more like one of those cases where you wonder, do I need a security now or I don't? It's more one of those feelings. So I just learned that I have to take my status more serious.
Okay. Well, you basically answered the question I was going to ask. That question would have been, how is it being, how stressful can it be being Mr. Carter?
Oh,
You
well,
you basically summed that one up.
but to be honest though, on that one, at this current moment, it's very stressful in terms of, you know, looking in the mirror and looking at myself and wondering, you know, how am I gonna be able to move forward? That's even one of my biggest question to myself these days. It's more so like, am I gonna be able to move forward and be even greater or stronger? So yeah, it's stressful now. Yeah.
I truly admire your strength in taking this important step, although it already has been circulation of an apology. When did you decide that this is it? I'm ready to talk about this.
Um, that's really a that's a hard question because I could sit here and give you a whole book of what, there's a lot of things that was just transpiring. But the apology, when did I decide on doing it? It's more so of I wanted to apologize the same day, but I wanted to also sit back and reflect and think and make sure I'm saying the right thing. Because writing it, I didn't want it to seem as if it's just another letter because you're in this situation. I wanted it to be, um, it's from my heart. It's sincere, and my wife knows the type of person I am. So when she reads it, I want her to be like, yes, I could tell he meant it. So I had to take some time. I saw a lot of pressure coming on to me. Where's the apology and all of that stuff? But I just wanted to make it right. So yeah.
What is your thought process? And do you plan on any counseling?
Yeah, funny, we had counseling today, to be honest. Yeah, we've started. That's one of the steps that I refuse to move forward without doing because I know that you know, at some point we're gonna have to face reality and we can't just move forward if there's any moving forward um without, figuring out what's going on, what's the problem if there is any and all of that. So counseling was today was to me, I guess it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think so. As a social media influencer, being in the limelight, whether it's being in our living rooms, on our televisions, or our devices, you captivated and have connected with your audience and created such a bond, like family, that many people can relate and look up to. Is there anything you want to say to your loyal followers?
Um, First and foremost, I must give a public apology not just to my wife, but to the loyal supporters, the ones that been there from day one, the ones that, you know, share their opinion publicly in the comment section. I'm disappointed. The ones that stay up and say, yo, we're gonna watch this content even if you drop it 3 in the morning. I wanna share my deepest regrets and how sorry I am to make you guys feel like what you're feeling now. And I wanna also go ahead and put out an apology to like my mom, my father, my family members, the ones that really feel like like um I made the biggest mistake, but at the same time they still tap me on the shoulder and say, you know what, you'll move forward. Also, I wanna throw an apology out there to close friends, family friends, and anybody at all who have inspired and feel disappointed to the point where they feel like you know they don't want to continue supporting us. But my apology goes to you and for everybody who got involved, while the British, the female, just anybody who your name recalled. I just want to, give an apology for that and just hope we could make things right moving forward. But yeah.
After all was said and done, what were you thinking when you went live? And where were you mentally at that point?
Ah, the $1 million question. What I was thinking when I went live. To be honest, only thing that was in the back of my head was just to save my family. I don't want to lose my wife and my kids. And when that went viral, I wasn't thinking, you know, I wasn't thinking to the point where, me going live even make it worse in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of my wife, the eyes of everybody who's just watching. And I could just only imagine how stupid I look, you know. But you have to understand when you're in a situation where the only thing you think about is the greatest being in my life is my wife, and she might just possibly not be a part of that because of what I did. The only thing I was just thinking is try to save my family, and I believe at that moment the best option was just to do the worst thing. But if I, like I said before, if I could take it all back, I would have done it differently. I would have gone to my wife. I would have tell her what had transpired. And you know, one thing I've learned about my wife, she's always understanding to the point where even if she's mad, she's gonna come up with the best solution for the situation. And it probably wouldn't have been this viral. I probably wouldn't even need to do this video. So what was going through my mind? Yeah, saving my family, saving my wife. Just still wanted to be a husband, and I just did that. And well, just thinking back at it now, I just feel like, you ever hear the saying, they say, you never know how useful something is until you don't have it anymore. I've learned that lesson, but it's a hard pill to swallow, but I did it. And I don't know, but I wasn't thinking straight. That's all I could say, and it's one of those panic movements, I was panicking. I was like, whoa, this really happening, so I deeply regret it. And I just hope you guys who have watched could really understand where I'm coming from as to why I did that. And hope you guys could understand that as a man trying to protect his family, he'll do anything. Anything. And if you have a wife like mine, you don't want to lose that. Someone who cares for you, someone who looks out for you in every single way, someone is selfless for you, someone who puts you first. You don't want to lose that, and when I see that it's in jeopardy, I just felt as if that was the best move, when really and truly, as you guys see how it plays out, it was the worst move for me, but you live and you learn sometimes.